Hey there, folks. Welcome back. Thanks for clicking away from Cherry Poppins. Last week we discovered that the choke valve was missing out of this here carburetor, and it probably went in the intake. It may have fallen out onto the floor. We're going to pull ahead, see what's what, look inside that combustion chamber and see if it's all beat up, if we're going to try and fix this thing or not. I haven't been able to get out here any sooner. Just finally got use of my sandwich clamp back today. I couldn't move this thing forever, man. Had wrist surgery the other day. Fuck, man. I don't know if you ever went without one hand that's your dominant hand before for a week, but man, it's quite an adjustment. You can't eat, you can't drink, you can't fast, you can't wipe. Fuck, it sucks, man. Oh yeah, there's going to be a little announcement at the end of this video. If you normally don't watch the whole thing, then go ahead and click through to the end of the video, like 30 seconds or so in. I'm going to change the format a little bit. I got a project that I just came up with, and that's going to be the next video. I'll probably start shooting it next week, but just I'll tell you about it in a minute. Let's get this head off and see what's what. Oh. Oh, fuck. I ain't no fucking good. That one came loose. Not that one. Oh, shit. Ah. The one-handed mechanic. Oh, yeah, there you go. God damn it. Alright folks, so once again I have aborted the mission. Cylinder head bolts are frozen into the block. There's a couple of spots that I got to get the air shroud off and a couple other panels to get some heat on that block to get those bolts out. I don't have the strength for it. This thing's a piece of shit. Probably just going to junk it anyway. I'm going to put this on the side and maybe get to this a little bit later. Next project though. This is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. I noticed there's a lot of small engine guys out there on YouTube, and they're pretty much all the same, guilty of exactly what I'm guilty of as well, showing tips and tricks on stuff that's kind of like mid-level, you know, like you already kind of know what you're doing, and then here's a trick for if you don't know how to do this trick. Well, nothing's ever really started with the basics. The introduction to small engine, there's a couple of them out there, and it's usually just guys talking about what tools you're going to use and how much money you can make and all that shit. I'm going to take a Briggs & Stratton 3.5 L-head school style engine, the one that was on that edger from back in June or whatever. And my concept is I'm going to bring you guys up to speed. I've been looking at the demographics, realized that quite a few of you are younger and interested in this kind of stuff. You get back to me in PMs and shit. So what I'm going to do is take that engine apart, and I'm going to do it in high speed. I'm not going to go through the tools. There are going to be a few specialty tools that are going to be required to put the thing back together, but we'll get into that when we're putting it back together. The disassembly is going to be just that. I'm going to take the engine apart, high speed, but I'm going to slow it down, when I bring the part up to show what it is, and then I'll put in the frame what that part is. And we'll go through the nomenclature once I clean up the parts. I'll do that all off camera, clean up the parts, and then put it back together, going through the nuances of how the 4-cycle engine works, what each component is, and what it does in correspondence with the others, all to make this shaft turn and turn some kind of an implement or something like that. So it's going to be like a basic course, starting from ground zero, and then you're going to be able to take that application that you understand now and put that into any of these tips and tricks that you see on the internet, either on my channel or somebody else's. And then we're going to go through a couple other ones too. I got quite a few engines on the bench. I think that's going to be a good way to kind of bring everybody up to speed, to where when these tips and tricks videos comes in, you know what the fuck we're talking about. So sorry about this, but Jay, go find another one on Craigslist, huh? Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.